Hello and welcome to another video. This is a recap video of the Texas Cup 2025. It's just a recap of the fights I had as well as the damage report after each fight. This was my first major event that I entered and I did okay.
Pushing back a bit, now getting pushed around. Such a fort game and super. Muck. Good. Supersonic go.
I'm not necessarily disappointed in my performance, but for the most part, it was a blast. And the fights I feel I should have won, I think I won. And then the fights that I should have lost, I definitely lost. And so I entered in two classes. I entered in the 1 pound open antweight class, as well as the open 3 pound beetle weight class. So it was very exciting to enter in the beetle weight class, because that seems to be like a more serious class. However, and I did okay, I guess I did okay, but it was fun. So the first fight I had was with the antweight class. It was my bot Rara against a very similar looking bot called Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak is a horizontal spinner, just like Rara. It was actually pretty fun. It went in Rara's favor. And so this is how the fight went.
And in the blue, the other horizontal, the yellow horizontal, Rara. Rara, are you ready? Rara is ready. Pipsqueak, are you ready? Yep. Pipsqueak is ready. Judges, are you ready? Timer in 3, 2, 1. Fight, robots, fight! Pipsqueak and Rara both spin their horizontals up. Coming in at each other. Hard to tell who's getting the best of whom just yet. Both the robots lining the weapon. Oh, Pipsqueak's weapon is not spinning, but Rara is, so we'll see if Pipsqueak can get going or not.
His weapon's good.
Rara coming in, trying to do some damage. Pipsqueak is only drive at the moment.
Yeah. Don't run out of battery. Okay, guys, when he gets down to a minute, we're gonna have that power on.
Rara continue to spin up. Pipsqueak
There's some wood in my.
taking some damage.
Okay, actually,
Pipsqueak not moving too much. Tap out. Your winner, Rara.
Okay, so I got very lucky with the fight. I ended up disabling the motor hub, the weapon hub of Pipsqueak. So the driver of Pipsqueak gave me the wheel guards as a trophy, and so thank you for doing that. Kind of see the damage on the wheel guards.
So I melted this connector, and I don't have another one. I have a box of spares at home, and of course, I'm an idiot, I didn't bring it, and home is 4 hours away. So I did find that this charger, my charger that I brought, has the JST connector. So what I'm gonna do is, once this is done charging, I'm gonna nip the ends and I'm gonna put it back here. I still have a backup. I still have Rara number 2, which I'm gonna take to the next fight. But I do want to get this one working. Thankfully, outside of that damage report, a little scuff on the wheel to the point where I think I can still use this wheel. And that's about it, honestly. Oh, there's a little nick here. Barely missed my belt, thank God.
So my second fight was against a D2 kit called Crypto Beetle, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, Crypto Beetle. And so that's a D2 kit. It's a wedge design with no active weapon. And I felt confident going into this fight. I was a little bit worried that his ground game would be better than mine, that I would just be bouncing off his front wedge. But surprisingly, my front forks were lower than, my front forks were lower than his wedge, so I pretty much won every engagement. There was a close moment where I got stuck on the wall for just half a second, and if the driver didn't hit me and free me, I would have lost right then and there, just due to being immobile for 10 seconds or however long that countdown is. But I got lucky there, and so this is how the fight went.
One. Fight, robots, fight! Ooh, supersonic overdrive comes in. and sends some sparks flying. Crypto Beetle. That big wedge is protecting the front, but the wheels are already taking some chunks as Supersonic Overdrive. Oh no! Crypto Beetle has lost a wheel. Supersonic Overdrive underneath. Supersonic Overdrive now getting pushed around. Oh no! Crypto Beetle decided to free it up. Supersonic Overdrive. Supersonic Overdrive spinning back up. Under a minute on the clock. Halfway through the fight. Woo, getting that titanium wedge. Supersonic Overdrive underneath that wedge, making some noise. That's a nice hit in the side.
I got the drive chain way down there.
Crypto Beetle trying to get that wedge in, but Supersonic Overdrive gets underneath. Lands a nice hit. Looking for position, getting to the side, sending sparks, chunking up wheels. The arena is just littered with the wheels of Crypto Beetle as Supersonic Overdrive keeps getting underneath and just chunking. Down to 30 seconds on the clock. Hey Richard, the clock is not, I think, going on there. It's going there, it's fine, but... Oh, it's going. We're good.
18, 2, 3.
We're okay. All right, 15 seconds on the clock.
Release.
Am I seeing the reflection of the... Oh, I'm seeing the reflection of the other one. Holy cow. 10 seconds on the clock. This is going to come down to a judge's decision in 4, 3, 2, 1. This fight is over. Supersonic Overdrive
Back to the square if you're able.
does have a weapon, but decided to kind of spin it down.
Yeah, it's a weird number.
None. There was no damage at all. I think there was also, other than the wheels on Crypto Beetle, and some scratches or paint chip damage on the chassis. I also don't think I did that much damage to him. So it was a fun fight. I did go to the judge's decision, but I ended up winning. And unfortunately, those would be my wins for the event. After that, it's just downhill. So going back to my second fight, it was against Muck. Muck is typically a vertical spinner, but the driver of Muck is able to change his bot, so he turned it into like a horizontal undercutter, and that's the bot that just absolutely shredded my wheels. And the issue with, well, first of all, let's go to the fight so you can see what happened.
Timer in 3, 2, 1. Fight Robots fight! Robot spins up quickly, hits the sidewall. Muck, now with an undercutter, spinning up and rubbing the floor just slightly, gets underneath Ra-Ra, pushing him around. Muck slowly controlling the fight. Ra-Ra not able to spin up. Muck getting underneath there. All right, Muck separates and spins back up. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Ra-Ra's weapon's going to come back anytime soon. So Muck now slowly can whittle away, although spins down momentarily, and gets locked up again. Muck coming in, pinning, trying to push Ra-Ra around. It's an active pin-ish thing. Oh no, Muck's weapon just doesn't quite have the power to carry through. I want to see the vertical, but Muck brought the horizontal. Uh-oh, but Ra-Ra is now spinning back up and lands a serious hit. We're under a minute in, or a minute left, so we're halfway through this fight. Ra-Ra has to make up some ground, but is definitely landing some nice hits, where Muck is not quite doing quite as much, but now Ra-Ra's dead again. Oh no, the weapon has died. Muck now in a better position, trying to tear up those wheels of Ra-Ra. 30 seconds on the clock. Again, Muck is pinning, coming in, looking for position and pinning against the sidewall.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Muck separates. 15 seconds on the clock. Muck's on the hunt. Rah-Rah trying to get away, trying to get its weapon up, but it's not working. Muck lands a little bit better of a hit there, but now its weapon's kind of dead. 3, 2, 1. This match is over, and it will go to the judges.
This is Rah-Rah. Undercutter, of course, ruined my wheels. My ESC is dead. I'm not sure what killed it. I'm not sure if it's dead or not, but instead of that though, instead of the wheels and the broken ESC or the motor, it's not too bad. Carbon fibers peeling off, but not too bad. I think it's just a $15 ESC that can be replaced. I got copy number 2. I'm just gonna rock moving forward. So yeah.
Not sure exactly why my motor cut out. It was pretty much offline for the majority of the fight. There were some hints of the motor, of the weapon motor working, but for the most part it was non-existent, which sucked because I think it would have definitely helped tremendously if I had a working motor. Other than him destroying my wheels, which is for the most part cosmetic, I could still function. He didn't do that much damage. I'm curious as to what happened. I haven't opened up the bot since I've gone back from the event, so we're gonna look at it together. Remove the belt and then test out the weapon motor. I took the blade off, that way this thing can spin without it destroying my setup or without it hurting me or taking off a finger. So let us change to Rah-Rah 1. Okay, we're in Rah-Rah. Let's turn you on. It's the first time I'm turning on this bot since the event. Okay, so turns on. Okay, well, ESC works. Wheels work. So I'm not sure what happened, but I mean, it's okay. It's working. Outside of that, all I have to do is just replace some screws, and I think the spot is ready to fight again, honestly. And of course, a new set. Oh, what happened here? It looks like, never mind. So something's up with the Okay. Not sure exactly what happened. The ESC just randomly disconnected. But and I got wheels for these. I'm not tripping. Not sure exactly what happened. I mean, this spins. This works. Yeah, that's weird. After this fight, I didn't have enough time to investigate and see what happened, so I ended up swapping over to Rah-Rah number 2, I believe. And that was for the next fight. So the next fight was the Vita weight against a very good opponent, and that was Fragment X. So let's go to the fight.
And 3, 2, 1. Fight robots, fight! Whew, Fragment X. Those long titanium maybe, or maybe steel forks. Yeah, it looks like steel. Supersonic, get into the side. Supersonic overdrive, get underneath Fragment X. Fragment X pushing back a bit and gets a slight better contact. A little bit larger weapon. Fragment X pushing Supersonic into the wall. Trying to get to the side. Oh, almost gets to the back and does, and lands a pretty good solid hit. Supersonic overdrive a little chunked up. Fragment X on the hunt. This is very much a fort game in Super and Fragment X. And Supersonic comes right on back, and both robots now tangle up and get locked.
I'm gonna pause.
Pause the match as they are stuck for sure. Fragment X is ready. Judges are good. In 3, 2, 1, fight robots, fight. All right, Fragment X comes right back into it. Taking a few chunks off. Supersonic overdrive. Fragment X kind of getting a pin. Not quite reaching, and here comes a big, sometimes when those big ledge kind of winds up into the arena wall. Chunk aside as Supersonic coming out. Fragment X. 30 seconds in the clock. We got down to 30 seconds. Fragment X backs up a little bit, finds position, tearing up some more wires maybe. Supersonic overdrive upside down. 15 on the clock. Supersonic overdrive. Gets stuck in a terrible position. Tap out, your winner, Fragment X!
Alrighty, so damage on Supersonic. Got a belt. This is titanium. Absolutely shredded. TP armor's wrecked. It's not a big deal. Got tons of that. Back. Tire. Brick. Underside's good. So, other than losing a belt and a wheel, and of course the side armor, I think it wasn't too bad. Knock on wood. Of course I lost the cover. Look at that. Yeah. It's crazy. It's still hot. Look at this. And this is nylon too. This is nylon printed. So the nylon weapon holders absolutely shattered on impact. Look at that. It both shattered actually. That is crazy. Luckily the motors are good, thank God. I don't have extras for that. That's what the underside of this looks like. This wheel is probably Dunsky's. Now, thank God I do have extra motor mounts. But this is the highest paid out. Oh, loaded. Look at that. Just cracked. They both cracked. I'm wondering if it's an issue actually with the nylon itself. I understand one side cracking, but both of them is kind of crazy. Alright, I got one more fight. Hopefully a win so I can keep playing, but so far it's a sturdy little design.
Okay, so Fragment X was a very scary bot. And actually, not only was the bot itself very scary, but the driving, whoever was driving, I don't know the guy's name, was incredible. And that just, actually his driving compared to mine really showed how like a lot faster my driving is. And that's obviously an experience. This is literally my first big event. But there were so many opportunities, especially rewatching the fights, the stream. I noticed that there were so many times that I had a free hit on a bot. Not only in this match, but on my other matches, I had opportunities to get further hits, but I just didn't. And oftentimes I would actually even just spin the other way. So that's something I need to keep note of, so that in future fights I'm able to capitalize on those fights, taking more engagements. So this is the bot itself. After the damage report, I did replace the side skirts. I kind of wish I would have kept the side armor so that you could see they got pretty mangled up actually. The forks, or actually the blade of Fragment X, got stuck in the back wheel. I think it was the left wheel. I don't remember which wheel, and absolutely destroyed my bottom left wheel or bottom right wheel. It also destroyed my belt, and so I had to swap out to the backup wheels, which thankfully I had extras. Bit of damage here on the forks. Something that really messed with me, and you'll see it in the video here, is that when I thought the damage initially was that I just needed to replace the belt and the back wheel, charge the battery, and I thought I would have been good, but that was not the case at all. Turned out that when I opened the lid, which by the way, the titanium lid got absolutely mangled, and I ended up just giving the driver of Fragment X my lid as a trophy, and he actually gave me his front fork that I destroyed, which is really cool of him. So his ground game was so good. Actually, I kind of want something like this for my Beetle weight. Just have, I think he had 4, so I kind of want something similar. But anyways, I thought the damage, yeah, he won the fight. He did a decent amount of damage to my chassis, which actually wasn't too bad. This is all still very usable. But yeah, that all I had to do was replace the wheel and replace the belt, and I thought I would have been good, but no, not at all. Both motor housings just were shredded. They crumbled like a cookie or something. Both of them were like that, and I don't think it was due to the fight. I think it was maybe the material itself was compromised in some way. Maybe it was just defective. I don't know, but both of them shattered, and they were just breaking your hand like a sand, literally like a cookie. It would just crumble in your hand. I'm not sure exactly what that was. I know these are made out of nylon, and maybe that specific roll of nylon that was used had, I don't know, moisture or something, but that really caught me off guard and made me spend a lot of time trying to fix my bot. Not only that, but these nylon housings were
I have replacement motor blocks or whatever, but they don't want to fit. I think they shrunk. So I'm having a tough time trying to put these in. I'm hoping I can get them in because I still got one more fight, and if I can't get these to work, I'm gonna have to forfeit. So we'll see.
In fact, I had to borrow a mallet and just at one point started hammering the motor into the housing. It's because it would not fit. And so I rushed to put it together, and I thought I had a working bot, but that wasn't the case, unfortunately. So yeah, so that was Fragment X, and then back to the amp weight, the backup, and my next fight was against Digitalis. Digitalis is a vertical spinner with a wide frame, and Digitalis had a relatively easy fight. This bot just shut down on me. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but you'll see in the fight.
I'll put you on my shoulder. Digitalis.
Very unfortunate.
So yeah, so in the fight, about 30 seconds into the fight, it just stopped working. I'm not sure what happened, but the electronics just ceased to function. I ended up just tapping out to prevent Digitalis from further hitting me. It looked like he was about to hit me, so I just tapped out. But yeah, I don't know why the electronics stopped working in the spot. In fact, let's take a look and see what's going on. For safety, because I value my hands. Alright, let's figure out exactly why. Okay, I'm not hearing the arming sounds. Yeah, I mean, it powers on, there's lights, but I'm not seeing any movement. Oh, there we... Oh, look at this. So this is what happened. Look at this. So this disconnected. Oh my gosh. That's annoying. Okay, it's making us. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay. All right. Okay, well, let's learn that I need to put tape on this to prevent the connectors from splitting off. Because other than that, the bot works fine. Well, now we know what happened. And that's a learning opportunity for the next event, is to tape up your connectors so that that doesn't happen. Dang. Now the good news, at least for me, is that the bot I lost against Digitalis ended up winning the event. And the guy, CyberDez, I believe his name is on Discord, really amazing dude. And the reason why he's amazing, because A, not only was he super friendly when we talked in person, but he actually made his design, his winning design, successful design, available for free on Thinkiverse. And actually, I may be working on something, but this is going to be for another video. Anyways, with my 2 losses, Rara was out, and so I had one more fight, and it was against a Palm Beach bots undercutter kit called Stratos. And this was the fight that really frustrated me. After spending an eternity putting this bot together, because having to replace the wheel mounts, I realized that my ESC stopped working. And there's actually I couldn't find the stream of this fight, but I couldn't find it on YouTube. It wasn't in the stream for some reason, or maybe I missed it, but it really was nothing impressive, honestly. It was just me with half a drive against Stratos. And honestly, I was just gonna forfeit. When I realized that my left drive wasn't working and I didn't have time to replace the ESC, not that I even had a working ESC, like an extra ESC to begin with, I was gonna forfeit, but the event organizer was like, dude, just play anyways, it's fine. So I did. Even with half a drive, I still put up a decent fight. And this one was very frustrating because I felt like this was a very good matchup for me, and I felt like I would have done really, really well against this type of bot. And so I was really frustrated that I pretty much lost due to my own failures. Regardless though, congrats on the driver of Stratus. They ended up making playoffs, and I pretty much got my beetle weight knocked out. And so let's figure out exactly what went on, why this stopped working. And so just for safety, let me remove the power from the ESC on the weapon. Oh, and just as an extra precaution, let me disconnect the ESC from the receiver. Okay, so let's figure out exactly what happened. So that's the noise I was hearing. What is that? So yeah, right drive works. What happened to the left drive? So I think this ESC is wrecked. What is that? So not sure exactly what this is, why it sounded like that, but it is what it is. So that was my final fight for this event. I still had a blast. The fights I did win, I had fun. The fights I lost were still fun, especially that Fragment X fight. That was amazing. That was such a cool fight. A little frustrating against Stratos, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, you live and learn. I've learned, at least breaking down Rara 2, that I need to tape my receiver to the connectors. Maybe wrap some tape here to prevent the connectors from splitting off. That was such a rookie mistake, honestly. And I even thought about it. I'm like, I should probably tape this just in case. Of course, I did not. So that's frustrating to lose against Digitalis because, again, of your own shortcomings, own failures. Losing to yourself is usually the worst thing. I have no issues losing against a better opponent. In fact, it's something to be proud of, that you got bested and to be better as a player, as a person, and improve. But when you lose because of really dumb shit like this, it's like, bro, come on, man. That's no one else to blame but yourself. Regardless, though, it was fun. For next year, my plans for next year, again, I do have my version of Digitalis that's going to be competing in the Antweight division, and then I have a different bot for the 3-pound division that I hope will put up a much better fight against other 3-pounders and would perform better than this version of Supersonic Overdrive, though it was fun and a great way to get into Beat Weight Robots. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.